everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to integrate a native C++ library inside your native Android application. So there are two ways of integrating it, like creating a native Android project with a built-in C++ template, and the second way is just creating a native Android application and then adding C++ to your app. I will try to show you both the ways. Now before I get started, I have already this was my practice project before starting this tutorial. So I will be copying a bit of code from this, but don't worry, I will try to explain you as much as I can, and I will show you step by step guide. So here I have my Android Studio open, right? So first I will show you with default native C++ template, which automatically configures Kotlin as well. So it will look more or less as a typical native Android application. So here I will click on new project and I'll scroll down, and here I will select this native C++ template. I'll click on next, and here I will give my app whatever name I want. Okay, so I'll just name it as my second attempt. Give whatever name you feel like. Click on next, and here keep toolchain as default, and I'll click on finish. So this will take little bit of time to sync, but the advantage of this is it tells us what CMake version currently we have inside our system. So for this to work, you would also require CMake and NDK checked inside your SDK settings. I hope you have already done that. In case if you don't know what I'm talking about, so here if you see where is this? I think they might have moved it. Device, not device manager. I'm not able to find the SDK option. Maybe Android Studio settings, Android SDK. Okay, and here if you see, I'm using a SDK 34, right? And it has this where did it go? Okay, SDK tools, maybe SDK. Yeah, here you can see I have CMake installed, so I have version 3.22.1. okay, so I think that automatically installs NDK as well. So here you can see I have NDK installed as well, and these are the version for NDK. So choose whatever is the latest. I'm using this. I think that's fine because this is a very simple project. So here it has build our application, and ignore this error, like this is not playing nicely with like we have to build our project or restart Android Studio. But if I show you quickly, this is like typical main activity as well as activity underscore main, right? And if I show you this CPP file, it has created this CPP folder, and here it has created this CPP file. Okay, so it has basically created this method called so we have created this method called string from GNI, and we have written the implementation on the C++ side. So this is basically this entire thing is your package name. Okay, Java, then com coding with nobody, my second attempt is my package name, this is my activity name, and this is my method name. And it takes this thing which I'm not really sure about. I think this is related to GNI, something like that. Basically here we are creating one C++ string and returning it back to Kotlin side. Now if you see over here, we are created this method. Here we are loading our C++ library. If you see this CMake list.txt, our project name is my second attempt. That's why we are writing over same thing over here. Basically it is your project name. So we are loading that, and here this sample project is using view binding. That's why this is the entire thing which you see. But in the next step I will show you how to not use view binding, like we'll create a native Android project from scratch. And here we are basically calling this string from GNI method and setting text of our text view to whatever data has been written from C++ side. Okay, now suppose I have this library. I am taking a very simple library, fmtlib/fmt, and basically I want to integrate this library. So what you will have to do is, you will firstly have to open your terminal and go to where your project was created. So my project is over here. Okay, then all I have to do is I just have to do git submodule add, then whatever is the GitHub repository for this particular C++ library you are integrating. Now this might be little different varying on C++ library which you are integrating, but I'm trying to keep things simple, that's why I'm showing it for you this particular library fmtlib/fmt. So all I have to do is git submodule add, okay, and I'll quickly run this. And what here I have named it as, so basically we are doing git submodule add. This is the uh, repo link, okay, up to here. Then where we want to store this, we want to store it inside, so this folder was automatically created for us, right? App. So if I go to my project drop down, app src main cpp, so that's what I have written. App, where did it go? Okay, app src main cpp, and inside that create an fmt folder and store all the source code over here. So as you can see, it has created all the source code for us. Then just to update it, make sure you run this particular command as well. So git submodule update dash dash init, so it will just update our repository in case. Then we just have to add this particular code. So if I go to the documentation, so here you can see how to make this library using cmake, and it says that you will have to link the libraries using fmt. So it depends on you, you can detect and use an installed version of fmt as follows, so something like this, or setting up your target to use a header only version of fmt is equally easy, so something like this. So use like you will have to read the documentation on what library you are trying to integrate. So here I can simply write something like this. So I'll go to target link binaries, link libraries, sorry, and I can write something like this, okay. Then I'll go to my native dash lib.cpp file, and I want to use it right now. How do I use it? To use it, firstly I have to import it. So I'll just, sorry, here is the import, so I'll just import this, okay. I'll add it over here. Next, I know that is throwing error, we'll come back to that later on. And to use it I can use something like this, okay. So I'll just copy paste this over here, and instead of returning hello, I will just return this s. So I will write s over here. Now you are seeing this error. One quick way is to just like quit your Android Studio and reopen it again, okay. Even if then it is not working out for you, another simple way is to just build your project. So here you can see this hammer icon, so I'll just click on that, and hopefully it should be able to detect it. Now this might again take little bit of time depending on your system, so let's be little bit patient. So whenever, now the output should be something like the answer is 42, so that's what uh, string has been written from this particular library. So just a second, hopefully this should get completed. Okay, anytime now. Okay, it is saying some error. Why is this error? Okay, let's see the C++ compiler identification. Okay, how about, I think, let's see if this fmt header only works or not. Okay, so I'll just write this fmt header only. I will try to build the app directly, try to run it on my real device. Let's see if it works or not. Okay, it doesn't work. I'll try to build it again. Okay, I think we are still facing some issues. The C compiler identification. CMake error line 27. Second attempt. Okay, let me just quickly check the project which I already have. So this is the project app, src main cpp, and here I had the CMake list. Yeah, looks pretty fine to me. Not sure what the issue is. CMake error at CMake list dot text line 27 shared natively.cpp. What if I comment this out? Let's see. I'll make this as hello again, and I'll just quickly remove this part as well. I'll try to run the app. Okay, the build is successful. This is working, but why is this not working? So here if I quickly show you the output, running device, here you can see hello from C++. Okay, now I will just try to add it. I'm not sure why this is not working. So cpp, it has fmt header only. Okay, I'll just build this, and here we just have to add. What is the issue? Okay, so the issue was I forgot to add this subdirectory. So I'll quickly add this subdirectory as well. Okay, and then so make sure you add this add a subdirectory of fmt, and then inside nativelib.cpp I can just import it like this. I can use this like this, and here I can use s, and I can quickly run my application, and hopefully it should now give you the answer is 42. Now this like I know this is an error, like this is not really an error. Like Android Studio is getting confused. So here you can see the answer is 42. So for this you can quickly try to build this application. Just click on this hammer icon again. Okay, so still it is not showing us. So what I'll do is I'll just change this number. I'll quickly close Android Studio. I'll reopen it again. Hopefully now it should resolve this particular error, squiggly errors. Okay, so here you can see now it was able to resolve this issue. Okay, so in the second way we will just create a native Android application like you typically do. I will just create empty views activity. If you want to use Jetpack Compose, you can use that as well. I'll just click on next, and here I'll just write it as my third attempt. Okay, so M should be capital. So I'll just click on finish. Now it will create an Android project for me. Now there would be no CPP folder, right? So firstly what we will have to do is let the project finish building, and then we will have to first create a CPP folder inside our main folder. So let it finish. Okay, so here I will just go to this project drop down, inside app src main. Here I will create one folder called CPP. So I'll just name it as CPP. Then over here I'll make one cmake list.txt file. Now this cmake version, like this is a cmake version, this will differ from like what cmake version you have installed. So in case if you don't know, just simply create a native C++ project like I showed you in the previous output. So you will automatically know what cmake version I have. So instead of trying to work around with it, so I'll just create new file cmake list.txt. Okay, now I will just copy the relevant code. So firstly I will require this cmake version. I'll copy that. Okay, then here I will copy this project delete me, and here instead of delete me you will have to write your own project name. So my project name was my third attempt, and next is we have to add this library, add library. Okay, and here you can see that this is our cpp file. I have not created it. Instead of this I'll name my cpp file as hello.cpp. okay, you can name it whatever you feel like, but make sure you create cpp file with same name. Then I will just copy this target link by libraries as well. I'll copy this code. Okay, this would be same for all. Then I just have to create a file called hello.cpp. okay, hello.cpp. Now what I'll do is inside my main activity, first I will load my cpp library. Forget about the writing the C++ code. Android Studio will take care of it. Okay, so for like the boilerplate code. So this is how you load a C++ library. So firstly you will have to write this, but here instead of delete me again you will have to write your own project name. So here I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here. Sorry, over here. Now I want to create one C++ method, right? So suppose I want to create one method. So you have to write something like this: external fun, and whatever is your method name and whatever is the return type. If you want to add some input parameter you can do that as well. So you can write something like this. I'll quickly name it something different, cpp string. Okay, here you can use whatever data type you want. Okay, now okay, why is Android Studio not giving me string from GNI? String from GNI. Android Studio should have given us some IntelliSense. So I'll just copy this again. Okay, extern fun. Maybe I want to copy some C++ code as well. So I'll just copy this code and I will go to hello.cpp. I'll paste it over here. Okay, external fun. Not really sure why Android Studio is not giving IntelliSense, because previously it was giving IntelliSense to me. External, maybe I'll try to build my project. Android Studio might have got confused about this. Oh, okay, I know why. Because we forgot to add inside our build.gradle.kts we have to give this external native build as well. Otherwise C++ won't know this. So I'll just copy this code. Okay, and I'll go to my Android drop down. I'll go to Gradle scripts. I'll go to build.gradle.kts, and where do we have to write this? Below Kotlin options. Okay, so here I'll paste this. Now this should be your own path. So if I go to my project drop down, here you can see the path is src, then main, then cpp, and then it is cmake list.txt, right? So I'll just click on sync now again. Now Android Studio will know that okay, we have some C++ project inside our Android Studio app. It will quickly build it. Okay, now if I go to my main activity, so here you can see it is giving us this error because it is not able to find a corresponding GNI function in our C++ file. So I'll just click on this bulb icon and click on create GNI function for cpp string. Now it will automatically create this code for me. I don't have to worry about it. So basically what it does is that it so firstly this is Java because we are using GNI. Then this is our package name, this com coding with nobody, my third attempt. This is our activity name, main activity, and this is our function name. Now here you can write whatever code you feel like. So if I'm not good at C++, so I'll just copy paste some code. So here is some C++ code. It basically creates a string and then returns the string back in the appropriate format back to native Android side. So if I want to display it, I have this text view. I will add some ID to it, ID text view, right? And here I will just copy paste this and I'll paste it over here like find view by ID, and here I can just write text view, and here I can just write r.id dot text view dot text equal to cpp string. So here I'm just calling this function which we have created. Again, ignore this error, like this is an Android Studio bug. I'll quickly run my application, and hopefully we should be able to see this hello dot like hello from C++ string which we have written. I'll quickly remove this from sidebar as well. Remove this. This is my running device, and here you can see hello from C++. Now again we have to import this particular library, right? So what I'll do is I'll quickly go to the project folder where my Android app is created. So it is named as my third attempt. Okay, now again we have to run this particular command, git submodule add whatever is the GitHub repository URL for the library you are trying to integrate, and where you want to store it inside your Android project. So I want to store it inside app src main cpp fmt. I'll just enter this. Okay, then the next thing is, so it will create all things for us. It will just clone the repo, and then you just have to write this as well, git submodule update dash dash init. Okay, then what we have to do is we have to add it as a subdirectory. So I'll just copy this code. I'll go to my cmakelist.txt, and okay, we have to add over here. I'll paste it over here, and inside target link libraries we just have to write something like this. Okay, and if you want you can just build this project as well, so just so that Android Studio know, okay, there is something like this library present inside our project. We have just cloned it. I'll just copy paste this import which we require for and here I will just copy paste this code as well. Okay, I forgot the s, so I'll just add s at the start, copy paste it, and here instead of hello I can just do something like this, and I'll run my app. Now ignore this error, like I have already shown you. You can just try to close Android Studio and restart it again, and the error should disappear. So it is trying to run our code, and here you can see the answer is 42. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.